thing of fatherhood. You know, I had my son right out of high school, and man, I was excited that I had a, you know, was having a son. Like, man, okay, I get a little me in. But you know, my fatherhood experience, because I had my son right out of high school. I went to the University of Colorado to play football, and you know, coaches loved me, had much love for me, and my girl at the time, she was academically inclined, and so, you know, coaches looked out for her, gave her a quarter of a scholarship to come out because they had love for me, and you know, I wanted my son there, you know, and be a part. So they ended up coming my sophomore year, and so I get to experience that, you know, that fatherhood as a student athlete and being a father, and you know, that was heavy. You know what I mean? That was heavy on the shoulders and the man.
It's going to be helpful, like you said. But I think one of the biggest things is not only do they listen to us, but we listen to them. Mm-hmm. So I've said this story several times. We had a tournament in New York. My son plays baseball. And so we're out there, and we had some time off to where he could fish. And he loves to fish. But I always would tell him, kind of like how my dad would tell me, man, as far as like studying or something, I said, man, if you watch YouTube videos on playing baseball as much as you watch YouTube videos on fishing, man, you would be like one of the greatest baseball players right now. You're only 12.
Absolutely.
Right? But I wasn't listening to him.
Right.
The only thing that I was listening to was me, you know, myself, the determination that I felt he needed to have for this sport. And I'm still not quite sure if he really loves baseball, but I know he loves fishing.
It's not an easy thing, man, because ain't no instruction manual that comes with parenthood for fathers or for mothers either, you know. And just because a mother carried our child in their womb for 9 months, whatever the case may be, don't mean they're automatic end-all be-all in terms of parenting, because they still learning to figuring out how to do it, and they still learning to figuring out themselves. And as a father, it's it was an exciting thing to know that I was going to be able to have a son. And when it all went down, it was always something I was always up to the challenge for. You know what I mean? No matter what was coming down the pipeline in terms of changing diapers, getting vomited on, the nights with no sleep, and even the baby mama drama that came. Like I was up for all of it, and I wanted all that smoke. I was in for all of it because I've seen through some extent my dad go through a lot of that already. So I saw him go through it and keep a smile on his face. So I thought, you know, hey man, I can do that easily. It wasn't easy, of course, but that same experience that you described, Kevin, in terms of going out with your son, doing your normal duties, and people looking at you like the seventh wonder of the world, like, oh my God, it's a black man with his children. Like, come on, man. And I used to feel that way too. Like, why are these people looking at me like I'm an amusement park? But it just goes to show so much programming that other, I'm not even gonna say other coaches, I'm just gonna say the white Americans have had towards black men with regards to their children, because their media says that, you know, absentee fathers, black men abandon their kids and all that other stuff. But my experience, not only with my own self, my own father, my brothers, my friends, I mean, everybody I know is an outstanding stand-up dude and a father. Even if they got multiple mothers of their children, they're still there in them child's life, in those children's lives, taking care of them and being a positive addition of their lives. In spite of the ups and downs that we go through personally, they're still there.
I mean, that dude was trying to go fishing today. You know, that's how determined he is. We ended up going to the batting cages, and he accepted that, but he was trying to go fishing today. And so what I want to get across as far as that story is concerned is I was pushing him towards something else. Yeah. You know, when his body and his whole heart or his mind was pulling him towards something else. So, I mean, we down there at the lake, he's 12 years old, and he has his pole, and he hooked in, you know, and man, he threw his reel out there, man, and caught a bass that was probably 4 or 5 pounds in weight, but he caught it by himself at the age of 12 in New York. You know what I'm saying? This is what he wanted to do. You know, and I think that was the turning point in how I structured our relationship.
Man, that's great.
Which I would never push you from doing something that you're passionate about. Matter of fact, I'm gonna expound on it. Man, you need some lures?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You need some change, you know, I mean, Christmas. He didn't get a bat for Christmas.
Yeah.
Man, that dude got a rod and a reel.
Yeah.
You know?
Tackle box.
That's it. You know?
That's our job.
Yeah.
To learn what they are, learn who they are, who they're trying to be, and then from there support them, encourage them along, which also requires us learning new things ourselves.
You're right. Because I was totally against that, man. I'm damn being out there for 3 hours, my boy. Shoot, man, I got shit I got to do.
Is that, and so, you know, yeah, man, I'm a youngster and I'm out in Colorado and I'm balling and, you know what I'm saying, as an athlete, you know, whether you playing or not like that, they look at you like, you know, you got some type of status, and then, you know, the girls out there, you just want to live and you have fun. So it was just, you know, I had to really understand, like, man, you got to really, you know, step your game up and grow and pay more attention to being a father and doing what you're supposed to do. And, but I mean, you know, I managed it, I did it. You know, like my guy was saying, as far as, you know, the baby mama drama or whatnot, I ended up marrying my son's mom at the age of 20, you know, and, you know, fast forward 6 years, you know, being divorced. So, you know, just the whole growing process, and like my guy said, you know, when we young, we don't understand, okay, what type of upbringing, you know, who you choose to be with, that has so much to do with how they gonna be, you know, as far as their mindset, their values, you know, and that's critical, bro. That's hella critical, bro. Woo!
Right.
Yeah, the lack of, you know what I mean, and just they whole belief system, and you know, so yeah, it's critical, but you know.
So it's just show and prove, man. As this video gets out, as we continue to do our thing, as our kids grow up, they're going to really experience and create it, and it's going to resonate with others. And that is fatherhood. Taking what you've learned, taking what you put onto yourself, and pass that on to your next, and then empowering them to do the same.
Yeah, well, raising kids is like my son was saying, there's no textbook to it. We had this scientist, this guy, philosopher, a doctor, called himself writing books on how to raise a kid. What was his name? Dr. Spark was his name. He gonna write a book on telling you how to raise a kid. He couldn't find out he had no damn kids himself. But he gonna tell us how to raise kids. You know, but I raised 3 sons, and none of them banged. None of them been in the system. Got high. All of them graduated high school. They all taking care of business. And there wasn't no secret to it. I just spend time, quality time with them. I still let the street spend time with them. I spend time with them. We all hooked up. We go to the mall. We go walking through the beach. We go walking through the mall, bobbing through the mall. I was showing them how to do the mall walk, how to talk to ladies in the mall. You know, being an example to them and for them. And kids, they always imitate what they see their parents do. You know, if you got a daddy's boy, you have a daughter and she's a mom, daddy's boy, they're gonna always imitate what they see the parents do. So if you want them to be successful, be the example. Don't talk about it, be about it. Be the example. You want them to not get high, you don't get high.
100%.
You want them to hang around quality people, you hang around quality people.
100%.
You know, you gotta be able to practice what you preach. You know, how you gonna tell them not to do this and you out here doing it? Don't fornicate, you out here fornicate. You know, and all that kind of stuff. So you gotta be able to practice what you preach. You tell them, you know, go to school, go to college and be this and be that. Daddy, I don't want to go to college, you know, but they saw me go to college. Well, my sons always came to all my graduations. I made sure they attended all my graduations, and not because I think I ought to be all. It's that I want them to see the example that I'm putting out there. You know, get their education and be something. Then if you want to go to school, go to school. You know, if you don't want to school, do what you want to do. Be what you want to be.
The greatest way, you know what I'm saying, to lead your son or your daughter.
That's an easy answer, my G. Being that true for yourself. Like you said, they learn more from what we do versus what we say.
Absolutely.
And we've all seen, especially you got an 18-month-old. I remember my son was 18 months old. His eyes followed me everywhere. He didn't have the ability to speak, but his eyes would follow me everywhere. Even if if I was in the bathroom and this little crib, this little playpen was like outside that bathroom, he'd be leaning to the side, peeking in as far as he can, just to see what I was doing, watching me brush my teeth, watching me get myself ready. And that still happens to some extent today. With my son being a teenager, he still watches everything I do online. If he can get access to my phone, he'll go scanning through my stuff and checking me out. But we are the measuring stick to their greatness. Remember when we were kids, you used to always hang on your arm and try to squeeze your arm, try to punch you as hard as you can. Yeah. I'm as strong as my dad. Now my son's on that same tip right now. Dad, I'm faster than you. I can jump higher than you. I can get you. He can't. But that's his mindset. How can I be better than my dad? But with that being said, it's an honorable thing for me because if I set a proper benchmark, if I set a great starting point as to in terms of who I am as a man individually, and he's trying to be better than that, shit, man, I'm all for that.